Today we're going to install a Glock Performance Trigger into a Gen 5 Glock 17. Simply disassemble. So I like to remove the load or the tension off just kind of by feeling right in here. That way this pin will then just pop easily out. So this catch will kind of catch on the edge of the slide stop. So the slide stop has a spring here, so you could just kind of detention it by pushing it down. That makes the pin a lot easier to get out of these. So once that's out, we remove the front insert, remove the slide stop, take out the rear pin, of course, out of the Glock like so. So this is the old trigger unit. New trigger unit will typically come with a rubber band on it, and if you take it apart and you forget how to put it back together, we got a video on that too that you can check out. So on these, I typically like just like a little trigger butter just on the connector there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of trigger butter on the connector there before I put everything in. It's your standard Glock part, Glock Performance Trigger, drop straight in. Super easy peasy. Then we're just going to kind of reverse the order of things. So put the slide stop in here and just kind of make note. There's not a lot of rubbing. Sometimes you'll get one of these that's a little tweaked or a little bent. You know, and sometimes just take a little material off of there so it's not rubbing up against the trigger bar so hard. But this one looks like it's nice and free. So we're not going to worry about that on this one. And again, just kind of push down on the slide stop and the pin goes in nice and easy once we got everything lined up properly. And go ahead and get the rear insert in there. And you should be able to just push this all together by hand. You want to make sure that this pushes until you hear the little click and you have even spacing on both sides of the pins. That way you know. Check for any additional friction. So like if you see this, if you're pulling the trigger and you see the trigger bar or the slide stop pushing outward this way, then you know you might take a little material off the inside of the slide stop itself. It's a cheap, easily replaceable part, but that all seems very functional. We'll get that all put together, and now you have a Glock Performance Trigger install. Another thing too, Glock does say, just put a little dab of oil right back there on the rail, and you're good to go.